What is up, guys? My name is Wenster. Welcome back to The Average Fighter. Before we get started today, guys, thank you so much for that continued support. You guys been killing it, man. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. Let's keep it up. The new goal that I did set out for us is 500 subs. I know you guys could do it. We've done it before. Let's knock it out of the park. But also wanted to ask you guys a question. What type of videos would you guys like to see on this channel? I like to put a lot of ranked matches, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, DBZ fighters, possibly do get back into Street Fighter 5. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'm going to continue putting out these news and information for fighting games, whether it be Marvel, DBZ, possibly Street Fighter. So you guys are going to get all that juicy news when I do get it. I'll make a video about it. But with that further ado, guys, thank you again for that support, and let's just get into it today. Okay, guys, for today's discussion video, you already know by the title, we have something really important that I wanted to talk about, and it is the numbers with Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Now, Dragon Ball Z Fighters was recently released, not too long ago, maybe about maybe a month ago. And the game is phenomenal. I love it on every single cylinder. The aesthetics, the gameplay, I love everything. The only thing I don't like is the tag system. But nevertheless, everything else about it, man, is so amazing. The only thing that we need left is more characters, but that is going to be confirmed at a later date. And I hope you guys are enjoying it well. Let me know your thoughts on the actual game itself. Now, what I actually wanted to discuss with you guys is the numbers. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of articles about, DBZ fighters on how bad it's doing. And I think that's kind of pushing it. And I think that's not a correct way to put it. The numbers did drop from 4,000 or 44,000 to about 9,000. Now, by far is the largest amount of players that were on Steam for a fighting game, and that DBZ did set a record. And with that being said, within a couple of weeks, the numbers plummeted by 80%. And I'm going to put the articles in the description below so you guys could check them out yourself and read them and be informed. I think that's a huge problem when it comes to Arc System and Bandai Namco. They failed to fix some of the issues when it comes to matchmaking. I know for a while I was in there when the game first came out, about like a week or a couple of days in. It took a while for me to get a match. I would say like maybe 30 minutes. And some of the other, I think the little local battles that you create on your own were having some issues too, and a lot of the lobbies were actually like empty. And there's been a couple of times where I'm playing a match, and just out of nowhere says connection was lost, and I'm just, what is going on? Like, I was middle of the match, and that happened like back to back to back. And I think those are just issues on the actual developer side, something that they definitely needed to address. Now, Bandai Namco was doing really well with communication with their fans. I think this is something that they misstepped on, or they didn't have the right sense of direction. And I think they definitely need to get back to where they were with communicating and letting us know what's going on, because communication makes the world go round. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, those are the numbers. 80% is a huge amount. Now, the thing is, I'm not here to bash, like, ha ha ha, because I am a Marvel fan. I do love DBZ fighters and I do love Marvel, but it isn't about what actually is going on. It's about what happens after. I think this just shows that fighting games are not for everyone, and I'm pretty sure it's safe to say a lot of people not jumped the gun but bought the game because they love DBZ. This game is really paying homage to what we loved growing up as kids, and I think that's important to take into consideration, that fighting games are not for everyone. They're harder. I definitely agree that this game is a little bit easier for people, but nevertheless, it still doesn't make up for it. You're just not good at fighting games versus you want to get good. And I think that's where the player drop just came from. A lot of people just, I'm done with this fighting game, or I'm done with this game, and I'm just not going to play it anymore. As far as the dedicated players, of course, there's always going to be those dedicated players like myself. I'm going to continue to be playing the game. By no means we should bash DBZ Fighters for what it is. I think the game is amazing. I think it's an easy way to compare it to like Marvel vs. Capcom, where a lot of people are just stop playing the game, and like, oh, Marvel's dead, that whole joke. DBZ has so much fans right now, and it is critically acclaimed, and everyone's loving it, and the MVCI is just, that's a different story. But I think it's a good comparison. By no means we should, hey, DBZ sucks, you guys lost players. I don't think we should bash each other, the communities. Two wrongs don't make it right here. I think the communities need to come together to really make the game grow and support each other and show each other like, hey, this game is great, or show other people that this game has potential to be great. Yeah, it's a little bit easier, but still, the game is amazing and I love it. And I hope you guys feel the same, and I definitely wanted to know your thoughts and opinions. Where did this player drop come from? Why so fast, so soon? By all means, this probably is the fastest it's ever dropped. Yeah, Tekken dropped pretty fast as well, but it dropped within 2 weeks. It went down from 44K to about 9K. And that's a lot of K, if you ask me. I definitely want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on that. Where this player drop came from. Why did it happen so quickly? I definitely want to know, how else do you guys feel about the game? Are you liking it? What are you not liking? What is it missing to give it that extra oomph, if you will? Nevertheless, guys, leave it in the comments below. I'm going to leave all the articles that I were reading in the description as well, and so you guys could check it out and be informed. That's what we're about here at The Average Fighter. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Wenster, and I will check you guys out later.
This will be over soon. Is that all? It's time for you to die.
No, take your time.
Is that all?
17.
I won't go down so easily.
Show me your support.
If I have to.
You will suffer.
Try this. Get ready.
Enjoy oblivion. You here shall be destroyed. What?